Well, the summer heat is on, and I really enjoy salads during the summer, during these warmer months. So today I'm putting together a cilantro lemon quinoa salad. Hi, I'm Annette, a plant-based home chef and a volunteer with Bounty and Soul, where we connect, share, and celebrate nutritious food. We believe food is medicine, and we believe in the power of plants and whole foods. So getting started on this salad, it's very simple. I'm going to use quinoa. Quinoa is very nutritious and high in protein, and it's gluten-free. So we're going to be putting together this salad, and it contains no oil whatsoever. So let's get started making the salad. I went ahead and cooked my quinoa today in the Instant Pot. Now, if you don't know how to cook quinoa and get perfect quinoa, it is very simple. What I did was I added 1 cup of quinoa, and I used the tricolor one because I think it's pretty. 1 cup of quinoa and 1.5 cups of, I used vegetable broth, or you could just use water. It's your preference. And then I closed my Instant Pot up and I cooked it. I put it on manual to cook for 2 minutes. And what I've done is I've let it come down to, once it was done cooking, I let it naturally release its own pressure. And I'm gonna open it up right now and show you how the quinoa looks. Very simple, very quick cooking time, doesn't take long at all. I'm going to go ahead and remove my lid. I'm going to show you what it looks like. There's the quinoa, all cooked. And see how fluffy it is? It just falls apart like that with the fork. It's very fluffy. And that's all you have to do with quinoa when you're cooking it in the Instant Pot, is cook it for 2 minutes, put 1 cup of quinoa in, cook it for 2 minutes on manual pressure, and let it release naturally, and then flake it with your fork. So there's my quinoa. For this recipe, you are going to need a can of chickpeas that has been drained and rinsed, or you can make your own like I did. I cooked these chickpeas in my Instant Pot. I just added a lot of, about 2 inches of water over the peas, over the beans, and cooked them for about 35 to 40 minutes in manual cooking in my Instant Pot. And then I drained them, but I reserved the aquafaba, which is the liquid from the chickpeas, and we're going to use this today to make our salad dressing instead of oil. So save the aquafaba. You can make dressings from this. You can use it as an egg substitute. You can whip this up and it'll look like eggs, you know. And I mean, it's got so many different uses. You should really save your aquafaba. So that's what this is. You're going to need cherry tomatoes, cilantro, lemons. You're going to need a couple of avocados, some cumin, some agave syrup, clove of garlic, and that should be about it. We're going to get started making the dressing first. And just so you'll know, I went ahead and put the quinoa that I cooked into the refrigerator so that it would have a chance to cool while I prepare the rest of the dressing and the rest of the vegetables. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up the garlic. And how I get the skin off of the garlic is very simple. I just take my knife and I lay it down on top of the garlic like that, and I smash it. And then the skin comes right off like that. So now that I've got that like that, I'm going to cut off this end here. It doesn't look so good. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of that end right there. I'm just going to chop it up just a teeny bit, just chop it up a little bit with my knife. And then what I'm going to do, you need a clove of garlic that's minced, and then I'm going to take this is a garlic press. It's got these little holes here. I don't know if you can see them or not. Little holes here, and all you have to do is just smash it. Just smash it on your garlic, right, like that, and it comes up through the holes, and it's very easy to clean. I don't like those other kind of garlic presses where you put the clove in and everything. It's too hard to clean and keep going, but this is very easy. And then you just take it, I'm going to take it and put it into my bowl. And this is going to be part of our dressing here. Comes right off on both sides, and there we go. 1 clove of garlic that is minced. Okay, now we're going to need the zest of 1 lemon. And I have this neat little contraption. It's a little rasp here, and you can hold it like this and put it and use your, against your lemon here. But I'm just going to go ahead and get the zest of the lemon, of one of these lemons here. You don't want to get the white, you just want to get the yellow, because the white is bitter, the pith is bitter, but the yellow part has essential oils in it, and it's very fragrant, adds a lot of interesting notes to the dressing. Alright, so now I've got my zest in here, and I just have to open it up, if I can figure out how to do that. There we go. And look at all of that. And I just add that to the garlic into the bowl. I thought this was really cute. Cute little kitchen tool. I like little gadgets like that make life easier. There we go. All right, so now you are going to need the juice of 2 lemons. And I don't know if you know this or not, this technique or not, but when you have a lemon like this or a lime, if you roll it like this, it will release the juices much easier, and then you'll actually get more juice out of it from there. Let me go ahead and cut this in half, and I'm going to use my another kitchen tool, my juicer. You put the lemon in upside down, the opposite way, and then you just squeeze the juice out, and it holds the seeds in there, and it extracts a lot of juice from there. It smells so good too. And go ahead and do this one. Need the juice of 2 lemons. I've got one already that I used for another recipe yesterday, so I'm going to use the half that I've already got cut. That's this one. Whoa! There we go. And you know what? I'm going to call that good, because the recipe calls for a juice of 2 small lemons, and these are pretty big, so I'm going to go with 1.5 here. Next, we're going to need to put in some liquid sweeteners. So I'm going to go for a teaspoon or so of agave. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to eyeball it. That looks good. So I've got agave syrup right there. Got my little whisk. And we're going to add some cumin to this. Again, it calls for a half a teaspoon of cumin. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to eyeball it. And that looks good to me. I like the taste of cumin, so even if there's a little more in there, that would be fine with me. Now, the recipe called for olive oil. However, I told you this was oil-free, and we're going to stay true to that, and we're going to use the aquafaba, the cooking liquid from the garbanzo beans, or the chickpeas that I cooked earlier. Calls for 2 tablespoons. We'll see. I'm going to go for maybe 3 tablespoons here. Maybe a little more. I don't know. We'll see here. Let me taste it. It's very lemony. Let me get some salt in that, and I'm going to add just a little bit more aquafaba to it. A couple more tablespoons. I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt to it and a little bit of pepper. Whoop! That's not a little, that's a lot of pepper. Let me taste it now. That's much better. Oh yeah, that's good. That's our dressing. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm just going to chop up the vegetables. So you need a large handful or so of cilantro. I have a couple of bunches of it that I got from the store. I'm just going to pull this apart a little bit, and I'm going to cut off some of the stems here. I'm just going to roll it up like this and just start chopping. Set that aside right there. And now I'm going to chop up the cherry tomatoes. Aren't these beautiful? The recipe calls for 1.5 cups of cherry tomatoes that are cut in half. So I'm not going to get real particular about the measurements. I'm just going to cut up as many as I think will work for the recipe, because they're always good. Okay, there we go. So the quinoa has had a chance to cool down. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my garbanzo beans that I cooked. I'm going to add that to it. And now I'm going to add those tomatoes and the cilantro. The last thing that we're going to be adding to this is going to be avocado, cubed avocado. It'll give it a richness of taste and everything. I mean, this would probably be good all by itself with just the dressing, but once you add the avocado to it, it's just going to be outstandingly rich and flavorful. I'm going to go ahead and add the dressing that we made. Now for the avocados, the last thing. So you want to add a couple of ripe avocados. And lately I've been reading about how to choose ones, you know, because you go to the store sometimes and it's 50-50, you know, you're taking your chance whether you're getting a good one or not. But I understand that if it has the little stem still attached to it, like these do, and if they just slightly give when you touch them, that those are going to be a good one. And so hopefully when I cut into these, it will be true. They're going to be good. Oh yeah, isn't that pretty? So now we just toss. And there's our salad. And it's great, perfect salad for the summer months. I'm going to give it a taste in just a second. So here's my salad. I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste. Here we go. I'm going to give it a taste. I got that avocado in there, the garbanzo beans, the cherry tomatoes, and the quinoa. Along with the lemon dressing, that lemon zest to the dressing. Mm. The avocado makes the difference in this salad. It really brings it all together. This is a perfect salad for summer, for the warm summer months. No oil. Awesome, huh? Now I've got quinoa stuck in my teeth. Anyway, I hope you like this recipe and will give it a try. And I want to thank you for all my wonderful subscribers and people who have subscribed to my channel. I just want to thank you so much. You make the world of difference to me. And if you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead. Click the thumbs up or the bell or whatever, and then you'll be notified every time I post a video. And one more thing, I need you to go out and check out my cookbook that's available on Amazon. It's called Heart Healthy and Feeling Full Cookbook, and I've posted the link to it below in the details for you. Thanks for watching. Join me each week here in my kitchen as I prepare plant-based, nutritious recipes with you. And I'll be seeing you at Bounty and Soul each week as I hand out the local produce and wish each one of you the best. This is Annette signing off for now. And remember to invest in your health by eating whole, unprocessed foods.